Now we will work on Spring 2012 Test 1, number 18. Maybe with number 19. Let's see number 18 first. Here we have to compute according to the order of operation. And here we have grouping symbols. I will compute this first. Now to add and subtract mixed number, what do I need is LCD, not improper fractions. LCD. The LCD is 12. Okay, and then from here I will still, once I have LCD, I will add and subtract, and here I need to do it from left to right. To add those two, I have 4 18 over 12 minus 2 9 over 12, and then I subtract. That will be 2 9 over 12. Now, one common mistake done by a lot of students is some students combine these two right away, but no, you can't do that, because the operation in between is subtraction, but from here to there is division. In other words, before you subtract, you're supposed to divide first. Okay, now what I will do next, I will divide, but seems like I can reduce this one. Let me reduce this first. And then to divide mixed number and improper fractions. This is 17 over 4 divided by 11 over 4, which is to divide fractions, I flip the divisor. That will give me 1 and 1. So now I have 4 1/3 minus 17 over 11. Okay, now from here you have two choices. Either you change this to improper fractions and then do the LCD and then subtract and then go back to mixed number. Another option you have is to do everything in mixed number, which I will do. That's what I will do right now. Okay, now the LCD of 3 and 11, they don't have common factor, therefore the LCD is 33, which is the product. Not always though. The LCD of two numbers not always the product, but only if they don't have common factor that the LCD will be the product. Okay, now here then if I adjust the numerator, this is 11, and if I adjust the numerator here, that will be 18 multiplied by 3 on the top and the bottom, right? Now then I will subtract here. Before I subtract, notice that the fractional part here is not enough for that one. I will subtract that way. I will subtract from left to right because this is larger than that one. But the fractional part is smaller than that one. What I will do next is to do borrowing. 344 over 33 minus 1, 18 over 33. That will be 226 over 33. Okay, now a side note here. A side note there. Some of you may question, Thomas, how do you have that 411 over 33 and becomes 344 over 33? This is what I do. I borrow 1 unit from that 4, and the 1 unit I borrow, I stick that together with the fractional part. Okay, and notice that you always borrow 1. Now because you always borrow 1, when you multiply that one by the denominator, it will be just the denominator, and then you add to the numerator, you will see that this 44 always the denominator plus the numerator, always. Okay, and I have keep to the denominator. Okay, that's the explanation from this step here to this step here. Okay, that's for number 18. Now let's see number 19. Number 19, we expect it to be hard. That's a mathly. Okay, but even though it seems to be hard, I want you to be patient. It's not about how hard the question is. It's about what do we need to do first. Now what I will do here, I have grouping symbols, right? But I cannot combine that terms inside. Basically then I will need to distribute the 2 to this group and the negative 0.2 to that group. Okay, 2 times 1.1 is 2.2 minus 2 times 0.3 is 0.6x minus 0.2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6 with 1 decimal places plus 0.2 times 4.4. 2 times 44 is 88 with 2 decimal places. Okay, and then from here I will combine like terms. I will combine 2.2 and 0.88, 2.2 and 0.88. Once you write it down, you see the common mistake. You may have come up to that common mistake until you write it down. That will be 3.08 minus 0.6 and 0.6, both of them negative, then it will be negative 1.2x greater than or equals to negative x. Okay, then from here I will go on to, I will move this to the right hand side, so that's 3.08 is greater than negative x plus 1.2x. I hope you know what happened on the right hand side when you combine those two. That's negative 1 plus 1.2, and that's not 1.1. Okay, if consider the place value, you know, that's 0.2x, and then I will go on dividing by 0.2 both sides, and to divide by decimal I move the decimal point. That will give me 15.4. Okay, now because the question also asks you to graph it, and let's graph it. If I have number line and 15.4 somewhere in between, this x is less than or equal to, even though it is on the right hand side, right? But this x is less than equals to 15.4. If you read it from the left, it will be 15.4 is greater than or equals to x, right? That's the same to say x is less than equals to 15.4. Okay, now the because it has equal to, then I use this bracket there. If without equal sign, I will use parentheses. Now some teachers would like you to use to shape this part. Now in case your teacher wants you to use the open circle and close circle method to write it, then you can use this, because it's equal, you have equal sign there, you use close circle, and then this time you need to shade it to the left because x is less than the given number there. Okay, that's for spring 2012 test 1, number 18 and number 19.